Hi, I'm Colin here with Fast Expand and Game Social. Joining me is Quentin, part of the ESET crew. Quentin, would you just like to give us a broad overview of what ESET are doing here and what you do in general?
Okay, we're running the second part of our ESET UK Masters, which is based around StarCraft. Heart of the Swarm, I think, is the one we've gone to now for the new versions. We're here really just topping off our last series of tournaments. There'll be a grand final in a few days' time. We've got some really top-class players. Some people have flown in from Korea over. And we've got, obviously, Germans. We've got Kras back again, obviously trying to reclaim his title. The cash fund seems to have attracted quite a lot of attention, so yeah, that's what we're here doing.
Yeah, an amazing £10,000 worth of funding gone into just the prize pool itself. I mean, it was £10,000 last time as well, wasn't it? At the last event, is that right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And of course, it's a massive amount of prize pool. So, how is ESET able to kind of fund that, basically?
Well, we've got a very good product. In fact, talking to a lot of the gamers today, I was asking whether they put any antivirus on, and a lot of them are putting free antivirus on. We've got a good product. It is paid for. People do have to purchase it, and that's what helps fund these sorts of activities. In essence, if you get free antivirus, you won't see them out doing this sort of stuff, and you won't have very good protection. So it all balances out, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, obviously, the ESET antivirus is the main company that, of course, are funding esports tournaments, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, how did you get into the kind of esport area, really?
Well, we've been involved with multiplayer for quite a while. I think about 4 years we've been coming over to their tournaments. We had a chat with them a while ago, 18 months, 2 years ago, and said, look, we want to get more involved. What's missing in esports? And they came up with this tournament for us and said, actually, this is what the UK really lacks. It was quite a substantial investment, got to admit, but multiplayer have been brilliant about what they've put together, and here we are, and hopefully we'll continue over the next few years to do it.
Definitely. And do you feel that more kind of, especially technology companies like yourself, should be getting involved in kind of sponsoring esports and all, that sort of level?
Yeah, I mean, sponsorship at this level is a difficult choice for these companies. A lot of them look at a return on investment purely, in which case they're going to be doing the big business events really to make sales. What we're doing here is a bit more than just the standard put a stand up and make a sale. A lot of it's about brand, a lot of it is also about education and awareness, because people in gaming invest a lot of time and effort and heart into what they do, and they might not be aware of the risks and how to protect themselves. And to be honest, if someone goes away, they don't buy our product, but they protect themselves properly, it's a job half done.
Definitely. I mean, I seen earlier while you were on the main stage, you were saying about, obviously you have your tech guys here as well. You brought them in specifically for gamers to ask them questions about, of course, their firewalls and their products and everything like that. I mean, how come you're so passionate about esports and kind of general? I mean, where does this kind of spawn from?
Well, we tend when we get involved in anything at ESET, we tend to make sure that we put the end user, at this case the gamer, at the actual heart of what we're trying to do. The passion really comes from the team I have in the office, who are absolutely brilliant. Young lady Joanne is going to be up tomorrow, and really without the proper dedication to people like this, it would become a little bit superficial. And a lot of the philosophy about ESET is properly engaging with end users, be they our customers or not, and really helping them protect themselves. So we have to be impassioned by it. We have to get very much involved in it. It's not as simple as putting a check on the table and walking away. Definitely not.
Yeah, I mean, I am sensing the sheer amount of passion and effort you put into these events. Speaking of the event overall, I mean, how are you finding this year's iSeries?
Cold.
Yeah, the snow's certainly coming down. I mean, take a quick glance out the window there, and it's still falling thick and fast. I mean, has that interrupted you at all this year?
Yeah, no. I mean, certainly from the perspective of numbers, there will be fewer on the spur of the moment people coming in, which is a shame. It's a fantastic series. People really should open their eyes to it, come along to it. We have to see. It's a quiet day today, but it is the first day. It is absolutely bucketing snow outside. It's just incredible. So is it going to affect it? I don't know. Ask in a couple of days' time. From our perspective, we've only had to drive up from the south of England, so it's not been too bad a drive. We got up here yesterday. To be honest, if I get snowed in here for the next couple of weeks, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah, and of course, you speak from obviously a gamer's point of view because you have tailored your product around gamers. I mean, are you a gamer yourself?
Not as dedicated as some of these people. I just had lunch with the Koreans, and they practice 8 to 10 hours a day. Unfortunately, I have a job. So yeah, I've played a bit of StarCraft, but it was primarily to get to understand what we get into, and what it has given me is a huge amount of respect for the top gamers. I don't have, unfortunately, the time to dedicate to becoming a class gamer, and everywhere I go and challenge someone, I find out that they're this level or that level, so I'm sort of quietly trying to keep that more more under the carpet. I've been challenged to some show matches by top players as a laugh. I have no intention of publicly being slaughtered, so no, I'm not an avid gamer, but I'm passionate about making sure people are protected online, and that's really where my passion comes from.
That's fantastic. Obviously, that's exactly what ESET do. Final kind of note, really. I mean, is there any sort of sneak peek into what you're going to be branching out into the future? Are you staying in esports, or anything you can discuss?
No, I mean, from a consumer perspective, we've got world-class products. They get redeveloped and enhanced each year. The version that's out now is the most current version that we produce. From a consumer and gaming perspective, there isn't much to announce except our intention to be continuously involved over the next couple of years. So, keep an eye out. We intend to be here for a while yet.
It's absolutely fantastic. So once again, this is Colin from Fast Expanding Game Social, joined by Quentin, part of the ESET crew, who's done a fantastic job today. He actually gave away, we talked about the snow, he actually gave away a lot of hoodies to the people that are still camping. So heart of gold and everything like that, and obviously absolutely passionate about esports and the gaming world as well. So
just one last comment to our competitors. It's definitely not worthwhile getting involved in. Just don't worry about it.
You heard it here first, guys. Lovely. Thank you very much.